We're glad to have you join us on Gateway Diary, where we bring to you some of the lofty initiatives and developmental projects that have defined the success story of the Prince Dapo Abiodun administration in Ogun State in the last 5 years. I am Victoria Oniaye. For the next 30 minutes or thereabout, we'll take you on a tour around the Gateway State, touching base with some of Governor Dapo Abiodun's projects that have directly impacted lives. These are the highlights of what to expect on the program today. Governor Dapo Abiodun sets timeline for completion of ongoing road projects in parts of the state, visits Denro, Ishashi and Akute Road. Ogun State government allocates housing units to subscribers, says housing scheme is not for profit making but service driven. It's another laurel for Governor Dapo Abiodun as he wins Excellence Award for Security Delivery at the Nigerian Excellence Awards in Public Service held in Abuja. We have details of these stories and more in a moment. Those are your news headlines across the state. Let's start off with our first story. In the last 5 years, Governor Dapo Abiodun and his team have been working hard to bridge the gap in road infrastructure deficit in the state. Now, more than ever before, the governor is going all out to ensure that roads that are currently under construction are expedited in order to bring an end to the hardship experienced by the people. He made the promise during the visit to Denro, Akute and Ishashi Road in Ifo 2 area of the state.
Are there bad roads in Ogun State? Certainly there are. But let's not forget that not all the roads in the state are in bad condition. Now, is the state government under Governor Dapo Abiodun doing anything about the deplorable condition of these roads? Absolutely. But the situation is challenging, and the sheer number of bad roads can overshadow the new ones. That's because there's so much to be done. However, there are many wins and transformation stories regarding road infrastructure in Ogun State. So, let's dive into what Governor Dapo Abiodun's government has been achieving over the past 5 years, shall we? Speaking of the road infrastructure deficit in Ogun State, did you know that Governor Dapo Abiodun's administration has constructed and rehabilitated over 600 kilometers of roads in the past 5 years? That's an achievement that surpasses those of his predecessors, each of whom spent 8 years in office since Nigeria returned to democracy in 1999. Yet, the situation remains precarious and the people are still clamoring for more.
Not only have we constructed over 600 kilometers of highway or roads, both interstate, intrastate, inner city roads, but I beat my chest and said there is no local government in Ogun State today that does not have at least 1 or 2 roads that we have reconstructed in the last 5 years. And that is in line with being equitable and fair.
When he took office in 2019, Governor Dapo Abiodun had a clear vision of the pressing road infrastructure issues in the state. He focused on wisely using the state's resources. His goal was to impact more lives, open up new access roads, and finish the hundreds of abandoned projects scattered across the state. Houses had been demolished for grand road projects that were eventually abandoned. But Governor Abiodun had to pick up the pieces, and over the past 5 years, he's been diligently cleaning up the mess, and the people are now starting to see the fruits of his labor. Clearly, the road to progress is a long and winding one, but Governor Abiodun is paving the way, 1 kilometer at a time. These are the kind of stories his detractors and naysayers do not want you to see.
When I assumed office on the 29th of May 2019, the deficit that we met on assumption of office was such that we began to wonder what was the previous administration doing. In some instances, they appear to have good intentions. They will go to the roads, they will demolish houses, roads that should not be more than a single carriage, highway, they will turn them to dual carriage. But by so doing, remove all the asphalt that was there serving the people and abandon those roads. We inherited quite a lot of those roads. Some of those roads were federal roads, but you know our people cannot differentiate between federal or state. They will geolocate their pains where and when they are feeling it. So we have to draw up a priority list. And the priority list, amongst others, factored in the vehicular traffic, the economic impact.
Let's start with the state capital, Abeokuta, in Ogun Central Senatorial District. When Governor Dapo Abiodun took office, the Shagamu-Shiun-Abeokuta Expressway, leading to the city center, was in dire straits. But he knew its importance and he swiftly prioritized the project. In no time, contractors were mobilized to completely reconstruct the road, install street lighting, and build a city gate. This not only re-established Ogun as a true gateway to Nigeria, but also positioned it as a hub for massive investment. Next, he turned his attention to township roads, which had become an eyesore. Governor Abiodun adopted a collaborative strategy, engaging traditional rulers and community development associations to select and prioritize the construction of very important township roads. Roads like Shiun Owode, Arikbo, Lantoro Gbonogun, Ofadamowe, and Bansheke Adigbe, and several others were promptly fixed, and the people have been praising the governor for these significant improvements. The Akute Alagbole Ishashi Road, connecting Ogun State boundary with Lagos, has been a real thorn in the side for the residents. The road network in this densely populated area has been more than just a headache. It's been a full-blown nightmare for everyone, turning daily commutes into a test of endurance. Now, Governor Dapo Abiodun has zeroed in on this road as a top priority. He's rolling up his sleeves, setting clear deadlines and promising to turn this road from a nightmare into a dream.
My pledge is that I've come here today to see for myself. There are two roads that are considerably important to our people. First of all, the day road chassis Akute have given the contractor a marching order that road must be completed in the next 2 weeks. Asphalted, the bridge completed. Now, all the other roads that they've complained about, I'm going to see the other road this afternoon. And after I see them, I will make pronouncements regarding timelines when those roads will also be given the deserving attention.
Governor Dapo Abiodun is clearly on a mission to ensure that every senatorial district and local government in Ogun State experiences the benefits of good governance and effective leadership. He is also making sure no one is left out. Take Ogun East Senatorial District for example. The Oba Erinwole Road in Shagamu and the groundbreaking Ijebu-Ode-Ekpe Expressway, a first of its kind in the state, are now showcases of modern infrastructure. Roads like Molusi College Road, Mulika Expressway, Mojoda Expressway and many others have also been reconstructed with drainage systems to ensure their longevity. Governor Abiodun is not just fixing roads, he's laying the groundwork for lasting development and showing that quality governance is about making a tangible difference in people's lives.
We've been planning this road for quite some years now, because since I started driving in this area, I noticed that there's some potholes on the roads, then erosion problems. Now, when the governor have now rehabilitated the road, we can see the impact on our driving, because before we used to spend 60 minutes while driving on the road, but now we can spend maybe 30 minutes or 45 or 35 minutes while driving.
I thank our governor for this our road, because before this our road, especially this place that we are, there's the water that is disturbing us, and it's armed robbers sometimes around 8-9 armed robbers will across people here, so there's a damage, serious damage, especially this where we are, especially this place, there's a serious damage because of the water. Water is always passing all this place, spoiling the road, but now everything's alright right now.
This is our main road, which we can say popular road, which everybody know in this town. And as far as he did it to us, we're so happy.
This road was very damaged, it was full of potholes, but now you can see motorists and those working are also moving very well, so we thank the government. And we thank the governor of the state for what he has done and what he's doing. We pray for more development. We also pray that God will give him more wisdom.
As may God guide them and protect them. They are doing a good job. God give them strength to do more and more.
The Lagos-Abeokuta-Songo Road has long been a thorn in the side of many residents in Ogun West and Central Senatorial districts. While this road technically falls under the federal government's jurisdiction, it's been a black mark on the state's reputation. But Governor Dapo Abiodun isn't one to turn a blind eye to his people's struggles. He's been actively lobbying the federal government to prioritize this vital road. In the meantime, he's rolled up his sleeves and got to work on local solutions by focusing on township roads that make a direct impact on daily life. He's alleviating some of the burden. Roads like Imashai, Ayetoro Owode, Igbesa Ijila, Atonlusada, and Okiola are now testaments to his commitment. These projects are not just fixing roads, they are transforming lives. Governor Abiodun's efforts are proof that even in the face of federal hurdles, state leadership can make a real difference.
We have done everything we can to take over that road, like we took over the 3 federal roads, Ekpe Ijebu-Ode, Agbara Aton, and Shagamu Abeokuta. But because this road is under contract, they have consistently refused for us to take it over. The Ministry of Works, through the minister, asked me to provide the proof of funds. I must have provided that proof of funds over a year ago. I not only provided a proof of funds, I provided different alternative proofs and types of financing for that road. We will not sit back and watch and have our citizens suffer.
While Governor Abiodun promises to connect more communities and villages, he is tuning out noise from his detractors and staying focused on his mission, which is fixing Ogun State, building more roads, and fostering genuine economic development across every corner of the state. His mantra remains, building our future together.
You'll certainly agree with me that so much has been done in the area of road infrastructure, and of course there's still more to be done to improve the lives of the good people of Ogun State. Moving on to our next story. New beneficiaries and subscribers are emerging in the housing scheme projects of the Ogun State government. One thing that Governor Dapo Abiodun's government has spelled out is the fact that the housing policy is not for profit making. Rather, it is a social service to residents of the state and those in the diaspora who desire to live and work in the Gateway State. We visit some of the housing estates.
Getting affordable and comfortable housing in Ogun State used to be a dream for many residents of the state in the time past, but now it is a reality for them. Then, the Part 2 home ownership was riddled with financial constraints, investment fraud, land grabbing issues and abandoned projects. But Prince Dapo Abiodun knew clearly the task ahead of him and the need to transform these challenges into opportunities, leveraging his private sector experience and visionary leadership. Now, many residents of the state are proud homeowners, with new housing structures springing up almost everywhere. Today, more than 4,000 affordable houses, some of which can be easily recognized by the state's yellow roof trademark, have been constructed in Abeokuta, Shagamu, Ijebu-Ode and beyond. These houses are a testament to the remarkable progress currently ongoing in the state under the Governor Dapo Abiodun. The King's Court Estate is one of the newly developed residential areas in Okemoson near the seat of government, while the Prince Court Estate in Kobakwe boasts a vast expanse of land with over 50 low-cost housing units already built for various categories of owners.
To date, we've built about 4,000 houses in less than 4 years. 4,000 affordable houses. We've built more houses than all my predecessors combined together, times 2, since the creation of this state.
These housing initiatives have not just restored confidence in government among many residents of the state, showing transparency in governance is alive and well.
It's a very transparent process. It's not a void process. The transparency is a very straight one under the state government. Well, the process is, I obtained my form from the Ministry of Housing. Then we go through the normal process by paying some of the parts payments into the government accounts. Then from there, the house was allocated.
I can categorically say there's nothing fraudulent about this. Okay, for people that are really interested, go obtain the form, and then when the allocation begins, you will definitely get an allocation. Most definitely get allocated.
For Governor Dapo Abiodun, these housing schemes are not profit-driven, but are a social service to the people of the state and those in the diaspora desiring to live and work in the Gateway State.
Subscribers of Kobakwe, we are only singling out that of Kobakwe Phase 3 now. Out of the 200 subscribers that have been writing and defaming the state government, we will be allocating 110 housing units immediately. And immediately after this, please look on our notice board, you will see the names there. And these 110 were picked based on their individual circumstances and especially on first come, first served basis.
New subscribers to these housing schemes are already receiving their allocation, except for those defaulting on their agreements with the state government.
The government of Prince Dapo Abiodun remains focused, we remain deliberate, want to remain to be seen to be very, very fair in whatever we do, because most especially in provision of affordable housing, our houses were not for profit making, but rather as a social service to the people of Ogun State and even those in diaspora that wants to live and work in Ogun State.
Governor Dapo Abiodun is not resting on his laurels. He aims to make 10,000 more people homeowners as he plans to revive the government residential areas across the state. These include estates like Ibara GRA and Idiaba GRA in Abeokuta, Igbeba GRA in Ijebode, and Ilaro GRA in Yewawori. One thing is clear in Governor Dapo Abiodun's development strategy. He understands the immediate needs of the people and he is working hard to fulfill them. As the governor of Ogun State, Prince Dapo Abiodun has consistently proven that he is not just called a man of the people, he is also a promise keeper.
Just before we call it a wrap, let's tell you that Governor Dapo Abiodun's giant strides in Ogun State is not going unnoticed. The governor has added a new plaque to his archive of laurels as he is honored with the award for security delivery at the National Excellence Awards in Public Service held in the nation's capital, Abuja. The award was presented to him by Vice President Kashim Shettima. Gateway Diary captured the moments.
Prominent Nigerians, including the Vice President Kashim Shettima, are here for a night of recognition and commendation. It's the Nigeria Excellence in Public Service Awards, a prestigious event honoring those who shine in their dedication to public and private service. Governor Dapo Abiodun is one of such exceptional leaders making a difference in Nigeria, and he is being honored with a special award for security delivery. Prince Dapo Abiodun's commitment in enhancing security in Ogun State is nothing short of exemplary. Since taking office in 2019, he has been relentless in his efforts to make the state safer for its residents. Through the State Security Trust Fund, Governor Abiodun has equipped security agencies with new vehicles, advanced communication gadgets, and state-of-the-art surveillance drones. These initiatives have drastically improved the efficiency and effectiveness of the police force. The Inspector General of Police, Tunji Egbetokun, also confirmed this.
I want to say that the drones that we are seeing today are surveillance drones, which we need in every aspect of police operations. With drones like this, we'll be able to see the criminals before they see us. We'll be able to plan our response to criminal incidences. I thank Your Excellency for this initiative.
The forward-thinking strategies of Governor Dapo Abiodun has been a game changer. His leadership in the Gateway State, unlike before, prioritizes the protection of lives and property, ensuring that Ogun State remains a safe haven for its residents. This award of excellence is not just a confirmation of his laudable achievements, but also a recognition of his vision for a secure and prosperous Ogun State.
And that's the show for today, everyone. Thank you so much for spending your time with us, and I hope you enjoyed every bit of it. Join us next time for another interesting package. Until then, I am Victoria Oniaye. Bye for now.